Welcome to Trending Views. Wakili Danstan Omari and his crew are appalled, are shocked that 18 female recruits to the National Police Service were chased from Kiganjo after being competitively recruited. This is one unit of the disciplined forces. We have the following as disciplined forces. All of them recruit competitively like the National Police Service. One, we have the Administration Police Service. How many were impregnated and left? Let's talk. Normally, the National Police Service recruits almost a half more than the administration police. So if the police service 18 left, let us give 10 from the administration police. That is 28. KDF, let us also give 10. That is 38. Let us give KWS, Kenya Wildlife Services recruits, also ladies. Let us give them 10. That is 58. We have also what you call the forest, Kenya Forest Rangers. They become expectant. Let us give them 10. We have the National Youth Service, which takes almost 40,000 at once. Then they have almost 30-40. So in total, we are talking of an average of 100 women who are Kenyans, who are our daughters, who are our sisters, who are recruited this year. They have become pregnant. Critical issues that come in. The recruitment was done in November. They were tested whether they were pregnant. The testing requirement was that no pregnant woman was to be allowed to proceed. The people who were testing these women were police officers, registered medical personnel by the police. These were government doctors, either brought from government hospitals under the supervision of police doctors employed by the government. All these women, the 100 women, passed that test. It took the police recruits 2 weeks to report to Kiganjo. These 2 weeks, if these women were expectant, there is what they call P2. They could have terminated. The Inspector General of Police Office has said they went to give bye-bye to their boyfriends and their husbands. They had already a letter and they knew they will not go to Kiganjo when expectant. So everybody went to Kiganjo knowing that if they had a pregnancy, they have dealt with that pregnancy. Immediately they reached Kiganjo. The first test they did was a pregnancy test. This is in November. The results of a pregnancy test takes seconds. It is not like a postmortem test where we, in murder cases, toxicological tests go to South Africa, go to Europe, it takes 6 months. A pregnancy test is instant. Those who did the running at the pitch were tested there and the results of the pregnancy came out. So the police conducted these tests, the first day or the second day, the recruits reported at the training colleges. They had these results with them. If they found the results are not conclusive, they conducted a third test. It must be the next day. They knew these girls are expectant. They have kept quiet until the month of May. The girls have and the women have gone training the whole of December, the whole of January, the whole of February, the whole of March, the whole of April. They are now in May. 6 months rigorous training. I know the training because in 1987, when I was supposed to join a degree course at Kenyatta University as our first bachelor's degree of education recruit, I had to go with all my Form 6 leavers to NYS for 3 months for training. The girls we were going to go with universities to also had to undergo this training. I understand the drill. If a woman undergoes that drill, she will miscarry. It is a physical, intensive training. These women have been undergoing this drill. The pregnancies have not terminated out of miscarriage. After 6 months, they are now being told, you are expectant, leave. Very hard legal questions are coming. Very hard legal questions are coming. Who impregnated these women? Remember, these are Form 4 leavers, our young daughters. When they go there, they meet people called afandis. They cannot disobey an order of an afandi. I know the other people who have such powers are doctors. When I go to the hospital, I get a lady doctor, she tells me, throw down your trousers. You don't ask why. But as a lawyer, I don't have that power. So these girls went there and they were dealing with superiors. They are naive. Some of them have come from the village. They don't know because I believe very strongly they were forced into sex to save their jobs. They know very well many are chaste. And because they didn't expect that they are going to engage in sex when they are in the training college, they never carried their P2. In the event they engage sex, they can buy or they can use. 2, they never carried any contraceptive because they left their boyfriends, they left their husbands at home. They knew for the duration they are going for, sex is not going to be anywhere near them. So they are forced to be in a sexual engagement with their bosses. No civilian is allowed to enter a military or a police training college. Only police officers, trainers are inside there. So we cannot say their boyfriends went to visit and impregnated them. Their husbands went to visit them and impregnated them. The burden remains on the police officers to explain. The question now before court helicopter, and we shall be talking to Sheria Mtaani so that we go to court on Monday over this question. And I'm telling you, I'm a patron of Sheria Mtaani. We shall be filing this petition on Monday to ask these questions. Those girls, those women have been chased forever. Let us look at the Education Act. Is a training institution a learning institution? Yes. Are university students who become pregnant expelled? No. They defer their studies and come back after they have given birth and they proceed with their exams. 2. Are students who conceive in primary schools, in secondary schools, chased and expelled not to proceed with their exams? No. Students, once they have registered for their national examination, they will be brought their exams in maternity wards and they'll do their exam. Colleges, middle-level colleges, we have TVETs, we have polytechnics, we have Kenya Medical Training Colleges. Are those girls who become expectant expelled? They are allowed to take leave and come back. So the question is, these women, some of these women, and let me put it very clearly, their parents must have sold land to bribe to get those jobs. That man has gone away. That girl, her life has been shattered all through. We know in our neighboring country, in Tanzania, if a student girl becomes pregnant, that is the end. Kenya has a progressive constitutional dispensation. Article 53 talks of the rights of children. Those children that have been conceived, they have a legitimate expectancy that their mother will get a job as a policewoman, she will go to school, she will get food. Who is going to educate the unborn child? Because the unborn child has a right to be protected. That child cannot be aborted. We dealt with the article of the right to life. That article talks of the right to life starts at conception. Can those children who have not yet been born, their rights protected? On Monday, Kotel Kopt has given it to you that Wakili Danstan Omari and Sheria Mtani, we shall be moving to court to protect the unborn children. 2, we shall be moving to court also asking for the legitimate expectation. What is the legitimate expectation of these women? That they are going to do to finish their job. Are these employees of the National Police Service? Yes, already they are in the payroll. Is this the way the National Police Service treats its employees? Are they sensitive to the plight of this? The women are being discriminated. Who impregnated them? What punishment has been provided for the men who impregnated these women? None of those women were impregnated by science. That is through the system of IV. They must have had a contact, physical contact with a man. Has the man been punished? The Sexual Offences Act provides for punishment for both the boy and the girl. Why is it that the girl child is being discriminated on this matter? We shall be going to court to defend the girl child, because this is a question of a natural act, a biological act. The girls have a story, the humiliation. So we shall be seeking that their slots be retained for next year. The 14 women will have given birth. they come back and continue where they left. And that is what every educational institution does. Originally, fathers could kill their daughters who are pregnant. Their fathers could not allow their daughters. But today, fathers and mothers are taking care of their grandchildren as their daughters are pursuing their career. Okay, Danstan Omari swearing that court helicopter will cover live the presser after we have filed a serious constitutional matter where we are challenging the decision of the National Police Service Commission not to do what they have done to those women. We shall issue a demand letter tomorrow and serve the National Police Service Commission to rescind that decision, because on Monday we shall be in court. Are these 14 women students? Yes. I referred to them as students because they were recruited to undergo a training. Just like university students undergo a 4-year training. Just like diploma students undergo a 2-year training. What are the symptoms that you look for when you are looking at a training? These people stay in a hostel. At Kiganjo, they stay in a dormitory. They don't stay in houses. Police officers stay in houses. Students who are undergoing training stay in a hostel. This hostel is manned. It is separated, the women's dormitories from the men's dormitories. The female dormitories are manned by janitors. Nobody can access them. They are students. Anybody lying to the public that these are women who are police officers, they are not. These are not officers who are going for promotional courses. These are trainees. And the law demands that once anybody is under training, they are protected as vulnerable people. So, the National Police Service has and the Inspector General of Police, we are going to raise a serious issue about that question. This question, our case, we have found out a case we are going to deal with, the case of Criminal Appeal number 67 of 2013. Judge Visram, Justice Koome, Justice Otieno-Odek, all of them sitting in Nyeri, the Court of Appeal. This is where Freda Kanui Musa, alias Freda Karugu, the appellant against the Republic. This lady conceived twice when she was in the custody of prison. Our women, the 14, have conceived when they are in the custody of the police. What did the three judges of the Court of Appeal say? The appellant became pregnant twice while in the custody of prison authorities. Our women have become pregnant while they are in the custody of the police. We hereby direct that a copy of this judgment be sent to the Deputy Registrar, to the Commandant of Prisons at the headquarters in Nairobi to investigate how a woman in remand or prison can get pregnant. This is Justice Alnashir Visram on the Justice Martha Koome and Justice J. Otieno-Odek on the 26th day of February 2015. We want a proper judicial investigation. how did these women conceive? Any culprit who impregnated this, if their village or their Casanovas in that police training college, and we have extended to all the issues, we need these girls, their rights and dignity to be protected. Wakili Danstan Omari, always keeping you abreast, because the fundamental rights of these women, the dignity of this woman, of these 14 women, has been completely shattered. Those daughters of ours have no place to walk. Those daughters of ours feel they curse God. Why was I born a woman? Wakili Danstan Omari.